रेकी वन नाबू हमारा नाम है Mcdonald Phantom रेडियो फीजी 2 हम लोग बहुत लाइक करता हुआ ये सुनता है
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन.
Yana Vinaka and good morning Fiji. In this bulletin, inquiry into housing saga to begin. Eco Challenge production rakes in millions for Fiji and 711 visitors to Fiji in July.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
The public inquiry into Housing Authority's lot allotment is scheduled to begin next Friday. The 5-member inquiry committee will look into the possible irregularities and fraudulent transactions in relation to the allocation of lots by the authority in the past 10 years. Pranita Prakash reports.
Fijians are being urged to participate in the public inquiry.
We need members of the public who are coming to the hearing to provide full evidence of any alleged irregularities and or non-compliance regarding the housing authority allotments, as well as any misconduct by the housing authority staff in the performance of duties relating to lot allocation.
The committee will prepare a report that will be presented to the Housing Authority Board and the Minister for Housing and Community Development by end of September.
So the committee in the due course, as the board chair has said, will conduct a holistic review of the approval processes in the allotment of plots by housing authority, also review the anomalies experienced by the housing authority customers, also look into the effectiveness of the allotment procedures and processes, and any other fraudulent or shoddy activities that must have been, conducted by the housing authority staff.
The housing authority will take further action on the findings and recommendations of the report, as well as enhance its internal processes to ensure the efficiency of its operations. The public inquiry will be held in the Central, Western and the Northern Division from next Friday until September 9th. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
$30.6 million was injected into the Fijian economy last year from the production of the world's toughest race, the Eco Challenge Fiji. Trade Minister Fayaz Koya says the revenue generated was in addition to the $86 million worth of new economic activity. Josiah Nanunga reports the production has greatly benefited Fijians, particularly those in rural and maritime areas.
The Trade Minister believes Fiji's geographical outlook has attracted many overseas film and media companies to our shores.
The production of Eco Challenge Fiji is a positive sign that Fiji is capable of hosting major international productions. And while we are no stranger to reality TV series being filmed here, the world's toughest race, Eco Challenge Fiji, had camera crews following about 66 teams from 30 different countries, 24/7 across 671 odd kilometers of some of Fiji's roughest terrain.
A number of Fijians were employed during the production of Eco Challenge Fiji. Film Fiji is optimistic that more such productions will be done locally once border restrictions ease.
The race track from Lutu Animal up to Navala in Mba. So within those 4 main base camp, another 300 locals who are members of those community actually worked for the production.
10 episodes of the world's toughest race, the Eco Challenge Fiji, began premiering on Amazon Prime Video from last Saturday. It showcases Fiji's adventurous tourism industry to an estimated 150 million subscribers in over 200 countries. Josiah Nanunga, FBC News.
The Fiji Dental Association yesterday received a major boost of $5,000 for the preparation of their annual conference, which will be held later this month. FDA Chair Dr. Vikash Singh says the global pandemic has impacted how they work and learn as dental practitioners. He says the dental profession is at a high risk of contracting and transmitting the disease through aerosols generated. He adds the sponsorship and support will help ensure that they are able to provide members with educational training support they need to adjust to the new normal and provide safe care for patients in Fiji.
This is our 50th year of existence, so we are a very old and established organization whose main objective is to promote better oral health for everybody who is engaged with organized dentistry. And with those words, we're extremely grateful for your continued support.
The loading for the next shipment of sugar export for the US and Spain markets have begun. As part of the two bulk sugar cargoes, 11,500 tons will be exported to America and 30,000 tons to Spain. Fiji Sugar Corporation Chief Executive Graham Clark says the first vessel arrived in Mombasa yesterday and will load in rotation with the second vessel arriving on Sunday from Malau and Lautoka terminals. Meanwhile, the three sugar mills have crushed a total of 637,504 tons of cane as of Monday. Clark says sugar production of 54,949 tons to date is higher than the equivalent period in 2019, which stood at 52,694 tons. For the past week, 8,760 tons of sugar were produced. The chief executive also states that mill performance remains good, with operating time efficiency at 12% higher than last year. Provisional numbers released by the Fiji Bureau of Statistics shows that visitor arrivals for July totaled 711. In comparison, in 2019, visitor arrival numbers for July stood at 96,376. Similar to the June 2020 numbers, this decrease is attributed to the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic and the restrictions on international travel. Of the 711 visitors, 56 came by air, while 655 came by sea. The sea visitor arrivals were mostly seamen on fishing vessels. Fast food franchise Mcdonald's is planning to make its hamburger buns and sandwich bread locally, as imports of these two main items have been hampered due to the pandemic. McDonald's has been getting its burger buns from New Zealand, but supply has been disrupted for the past 6 months. The fast food company is planning to open a factory in Fiji and aims to sell the buns to hotels and resorts as well. McDonald's Fiji Managing Director Mark McElrath says importing hamburger buns from New Zealand regularly may soon stop.
There's opportunity, I guess, now for us to look at the setting up of possibly a bun plant for Fiji. That would mean that because buns are a continuous item on our menu, if we were to have a bun plant in Fiji, we would be guaranteed continuous supply without any disruptions coming out of New Zealand.
Up ahead, Fiji football national training squad named, and Suva ready for mammoth task ahead.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
A mammoth task awaits Lautoka Rugby in round 5 of the Skipper Cup this weekend. The Maroons face their biggest hurdle on Saturday, challenging Namosi for the Fairbrother Trophy. Tale Matairakula reports.
Both teams have their plans and strategies for the clash.
We need to come away from this, what do you call this, catch-up rugby, right? That needs to be taught to the boys, but in a way we've shown that we can play 80 minutes rugby.
We'll work back on our fitness and especially on our downfalls. We'll try to man up our downfalls in order for us to tackle Lautoka.
Aware of the daunting task ahead, Lautoka chair Tevita Momo Ndonu says the team will focus on showing fans they are a force to be dealt with.
Distraction leads to destruction. So they kept on focusing on the game, the job at hand. But we reminded them that, you know, we need to show Fiji that our coming up to Skipper is it's not a joke.
Namosi hosts Lautoka on Saturday at ANZ Stadium in Suva, and the match will air live on the FBC Sports Walesi platform. Live commentary of the match will be carried on Radio Fiji 1 and Bula FM. Tali Materkula, FBC Sports.
Fiji football star Roy Krishna has been named in the 30-member training squad for the national team. The football sensation, who recently signed another season with Indian Super League club ATK Mohan Bagan, has been named in the striker's position. Krishna will be alongside Rewa captain Setereki Hughes, Lambasa's Siotame Kumbu and Suva's Christopher Wasasala. The national team will be marching into camp at the Fiji FA Academy in Bar next Monday. The week-long camp, which ends on August August 28th as part of the preparation for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 qualifiers. The Suva rugby players will be given an equal opportunity to prove themselves come game time. The side has a mammoth task ahead as they prepare to take on Naitasiri in round 5 of the Skipper Cup competition. Both Naitasiri and Suva have so far secured 3 wins out of 4 matches. Suva head coach Sakaraya Lambalamba is aware the Highlanders are one of the best teams in the Skipper Cup. He adds preparation has been on par and this will all be tested on the field.
Trying to test our young players and also keep the senior players to guide them and build the momentum for this skipper competition. Every game, Naitasiri is a champion side, and we'll prepare well for Naitasiri.
A quick look at the weather map for today. It is Wednesday, the 19th of August. Expect cloudy periods with some showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Fine apart from isolated afternoon and evening showers elsewhere. Cool at night. And that is UFBC Morning News. Join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. Remember, in times of crisis, you need factual news that you can trust. Stop believing fake news about the COVID-19 on social media. Fight misinformation by getting only the facts about the coronavirus from verified news sources like FBC's TV, radio and digital media news. www.fbcnews.com.fj. Keeping Fijians connected with the truth.
Nang go merere telawa, go ngai tabua, ando talita kana varronga na Radio Fiji 1 nando mai viti.
Radio Fiji 1 nando mai viti.